Okay, let's try and attack. Oh, I see. That's cheeky. They can fight off the mat, can they? It's going to make things interesting. Let's move forward then. Okay. Skill of 9. Okay, I'm going to do... Let's take my damage where I can get it. Ouch. I'm going to move back. Ouch. Oh, and I'm weakened. Okay, this is a straight roll versus roll. Ooh. Okay. Let's try the piercing strike. Blew it. He's attacking, I'm going to move. I'm glad I wasn't standing there. Okay, they're moving. Let's try an attack then. Yes. Oh, I see. Do I want to move there? That looks bad. Oh, I can't move there. I can attack there. Okay. Nice. Bewilderbeast is asking, do you get only a set number of piercing strikes per instance of combat? No, they're on a cooldown. So I can use piercing strike, but I have to wait something like 2 or 3 turns before I can reuse it. Quick jab also is... I don't want to use quick jab. Yeah, quick jab is also a cool... So I've got two cooldown skills, basically. Got to beat a 6. Yay! He's attacking again. Oh, interesting. It's enough. I'm going to try moving because I don't like this. Oh, okay. So he's attacking. I'm going to go for it. Too clever for his own good, that's the problem. There we go. You have proven your worth, Alexandra Lightstorm of Port Blacksand. Enter the domain of the dead at your peril. The Lord of the Undead will not be as kind as we would have been. They weren't very kind. It knows my full name. This isn't possible. The last spirit sinks through the floor and joins the others back in the gloom below. A tall carved archway looms ahead of you. To either side and above, rows of black windows face the gloom of the cavern. Out of the corner of your eye, you see faces staring at you from the darkness, only to then disappear when you turn to face them. Bravely, you step through the imposing entrance and make your way inside. Enter the domain of the dead. Is this a good time? This is probably a good time to eat a provision. Here we go. You reach the end of the path. A strange stone pillar decorated with monstrous bones supports the room. There are ladders leading to the left and right, and a wooden ladder to the left of the stone pillar leads upwards. Okay. Well, there's scary eyes to the right. There's climb the ladder, or there's take the left passageway. Ladder seems interesting. Let's give that a go. Oh, it's a little room. You climb the ladder, which leads to a trapdoor. You give it a heave, clamber through, then hear it slam down behind you. The room is about 8 metres square with another ladder on the far wall. Standing motionless in the centre of the room are 4 men. At least they appear to be men. Their skin is a greeny-grey colour. Their clothes are tattered and torn, and they are staring vacantly at the ceiling. One carries a club, one a scythe, one an axe, and one a pick. They are ignoring you completely. I feel like this is... I seem to remember this is an image from the book. Zombies. I really don't like zombies. There they are. Around the room are various peasant-style weapons, such as pitchforks, axe handles and pointed sticks. Several barrels are scattered around the room, and there is another ladder in the far corner. In the northeast corner is a human corpse with a sword in one hand and a shield in the other. Okay? The strange creatures in the centre of the room have stopped looking vacantly and are now focusing on you. So I can try and talk to them, I can charge them with my weapon, or I can run towards the other ladder. I'm always keen to try talking. Their vocabulary is limited to a series of moans and groans. They appear not to be intelligent at all. Furthermore, your conversation merely serves to attract their attention to you. They grip their weapons and it looks as though you will have to fight them. However, there is a slim chance that you could scramble back to the trapdoor. We could try for the trapdoor. Hopefully this isn't luck. The four men stir into action and shamble towards you, their weapons ready. You start to scramble back to the trapdoor, but you do not know if you can make it. Your foot slips on a loose pebble and you fall to the ground. Before you can regain your footing, the creatures are upon you. Fight the zombies. Okay. Okay, so he's got a straightforward attack. Not very bright, are they? Suppose they are just zombies. Right, let's do piercing strike. So he's attacking, I'm attacking. Got 3 advantage on this roll. It should be enough. That's enough. He's probably moving back that way. He's attacking. He's attacking. He might be moving, so let's attack there. Nope. Misjudged that. There we go. He's attacking. Let's try attacking that. Oh, he's going to move in there. Okay. I still haven't quite figured out this predicting the enemy's movements thing that the game says you should be able to do. I feel like there's something I'm not quite getting. Anyway, that was a pretty effective battle. The poor wretches lying dead at your feet almost look happy to be relieved of the burden of life. But as you look down at them, you sense that you are not the only one to know of their deaths. Go over to the... Don't check the barrels. The barrel contains a clear brown liquid. You sniff it. It smells like rum. You taste it. It is rum! Yeah, you can't tell if it's random or predictable from here either. The thing is, it is sort of predictable, the way they were moving, but I felt like when there was only one zombie left, that it moved differently than it did when the other one was also there. So I don't know if the patterns change when the numbers of creatures are reduced. I keep gaining luck, but I can't do anything with them. You cup your hands, pour some in and take a swig. You gasp, by golly, it's good. Hey! Something I can use. A noise startles you, prompting you to leave the room quickly. Okay. Fine. Ooh! You have entered a large circular chamber. The most striking feature here is a large stone bowl. It is filled with a dark, rich red liquid, which is bubbling vigorously. Aside from this mysterious-looking pool, there is also a spiral staircase set behind the pool and 2 doorways opposite each other. I want to drink. A chalice would be useful. Yes, we haven't found a chalice, so I don't really think I want to drink from it without a chalice. That feels like a trap. So let's leave the room. Which way will you leave? I feel like I'm going to regret it, but I really want to investigate this swirly skeleton frieze. And this way is clearly like zombie worms or something. So let's go and have a little look in here. I really want to know what this swirly thing is. You enter a large, sinister chamber. The air is thick with a sense of dread, and you feel yourself tense up in anticipation. The room is dank and dreary, and candlesticks light the way through. One by one, the candles in the room extinguish. There is still enough light to see, but it has become quite dark. Suddenly, you hear a ghostly whisper in the air. Adventurer, you are too late to experience the ordeal of fate. Oh, there is a rumbling at the ground beneath your feet, and you quickly make your way back. So you have to basically come into it. Is that what it's called? The Wall of Wonder? You obviously have to choose that way first in order to encounter what's in that room. So it's a bit weird that it let you walk in here. I feel like a little bit more handheldy would have been necessary. Anyway. Does that mean that also going into the right room is also pointless? Let's try it. You enter a large room. Various bits of wooden debris are strewn untidily across the floor. A prominent set of steps leads upwards at the rear of the room, and there are some steps leading down. The room is deathly silent, and neither exit provides clues on where you should go next. In one corner is a crude wooden desk with a box on it. Nearby is a wooden bench suitable for resting. I'll sit and rest on the bench just because it's a restart point. I'm not going to bother with provisions because I'm on max stamina. Get a bonus anyway. There's not really a lot of point, I don't think, going down, because that takes us back to where we were. Although there's some interesting things there. We've got a restart point. Do I think that it's odd that there's no fog of war? Not that you can tell much, but it feels a bit like cheating to be able to see. It does seem a bit fourth wall breaking that I can kind of see that this allows me to go back the way I would otherwise have come if I'd chosen right. Because that's the thing about when you were playing the book and mapping it, you didn't always get a sense of scale, so you didn't always know if you were going back on yourself. I'm going to follow the steps down. As you make your way to the top of the steps, a hideous-looking man-sized creature with warty skin, wild hair and long claws for fingernails charges up towards you. You face a powerful adversary, a wight. This creature is large, strong and evil. Oh, I've got the option to use my silver arrow. Taking careful aim, your bow and arrow gleam in the light. You let go of the string and your aim is true. The silver arrow skewers the wight, and with a shriek, it crumples in a heap. As you stand over the wight's lifeless form, you suddenly hear a commotion from down the steps. Strange lights and sounds emanate from the darkness, and you are suddenly frozen with a strange fear. You do not want to linger too long in this space, and you make your way directly to the steps that lead upwards. So it's forced us not to go down and explore. Reaching the top of the steps, you enter into a musty burial chamber. Tombs line the chamber, giving an intense sense of claustrophobia, and there are strange carved faces on the wall, whose eyes seem to follow you around the room. Etched into the wall is the word, Zagor. To the north are more steps that lead upward. To one side of the chamber there is an ancient dusty book on a stone plinth. This must be the Zagor family crypt. Creepy. Suddenly you feel a rumbling which becomes a violent shaking. Bursting through the rock are grotesque reanimated giant worms. Parts of their flesh have decayed, and they have a grey, sickly skin. They are crypt worms, revived to protect the resting place of Zagor's ancestors. I know what you mean, though, about the fog of war. I think they've obviously tried to visualise the book, and I think it's quite nice that you see the whole thing build up, rather than just seeing one room at a time. But at the same time, maybe they could have chosen how those rooms, because that whole area kind of all got drew at once, and I think if they'd only drawn the bits that you walk into, it would have felt a little bit less like cheating, maybe, I don't know. So I think, hopefully these creatures don't have reach. I'm going to do my quick jab though, because I will definitely take the damage when I can get it. Oh, they can grab you and move you. I'm going to go for Piercing Strike in case they line up for me. Ooh. Okay. Oh, 8 versus 10. Should I do a strategic move? The problem is, wherever I move to, they can hit those. It's just a case of which one they've chosen. Whereas if I face it head on, there's a good chance I'll get a roll. Let's try it. I was in luck in that instance. Let's try moving. Okay, so they do their side-by-side attack, then they do their reach attack. So he's going to do his side-by-side attack, and this one's going to do its reach attack, so I can't do... Oh, its reach attack actually skips over the square that you're standing on. That's really useful to know. He's now going to move, so I think I'll attack that space. Okay, so I figured out the pattern on that battle. So there is definitely a way of doing it, maybe. With an eerie moan, the cryptworms cease moving and fall to the ground with an earth-shattering crash. You put your weapon away and decide what to do next. You could either examine the book or leave before you may encounter some other creature. Let's read the book. Thank you, Bewilderbeast. That was brains over brawn. I do definitely feel like I'd made a bit of progress with that one. I think I was quite lucky that reach attack doesn't go through you. I was expecting to get hit. I mean, there wasn't another choice I could have made, because if I'd moved, I'd have got hit by the other one. But yeah, I definitely think it's possible. I wonder if there's an achievement for it. I do think it's possible to do these battles without taking any damage if you're really smart with it. Anyway, you approach the book and brush the dust off the cover. It reads, "Those who would challenge Zagor." You open the book and read the first page. Inside these pages are the names of all those foolish enough to challenge Zagor. All have failed. None shall defeat the ruler of Firetop Mountain. So many names. I guess we should all be thankful for their contribution to a heroic cause. This is Kickstarter backers. There is a book of Kickstarter backers. Okay, let's find him. Let's find him. I bet he's in here. Let's see it. Let's see it. Psycho Cow. There he is. Wherever there is a Kickstarter, wherever there is a Kickstarter, you will find Psycho Cow. I don't think I know anybody else in here. Right, that was fun. I have to mention to Grant that he appeared in the stream. You enter another chamber. This one seems rather plain. Suddenly there is a spark, followed by an intense pillar of fire. It burns brighter and brighter, emitting an intense howl from deep inside it. The flames begin to dissipate, and standing in their place is a terrifying hellhound. Fight the hellhound. Maybe I should have picked up the potion of resisting fire. I wonder if it's going to breathe on me in this battle. It's attacking. Let's try it. I'm going to... Discretion being the better part of valour, I'm going to move. Ooh, okay, so it's got reach to... That's really interesting. Okay, let's have a move. He's attacking, so he can attack that space and that space. In which case, I'm going to move here. Well, okay. That was fine. With a monstrous roar, the demonic hound slums to the ground, dead. Seconds later, its body turns grey and becomes ash, which scatters to the wind blowing in the room. It's a nice image. You search the area, but unsurprisingly find nothing of value. You decide to continue on quickly in case something else appears. Oh! Shiny thing alert. Well, I think we know what's going to happen if I continue straight on. This is going to be another... You turn around... Oh, no, hang on. Oh, no, that is a thing. Let's go and have a look. See, that is where the fog of war is a bit cheating, because I could see that there was something interesting there. As you enter the room, you are dwarfed by a black shrine to the first Lord of Chaos, Death himself. The grim, imposing statue is holding a large bowl that represents the entire universe held in his grasp. It looks as though he is demanding a sacrifice. I don't have any blood. Oh no, maybe that's what the chalice from before. Do I really want to go down the stairs without offering a thing? What's in this room? What can't I see? Okay, there are graves in there, and there is a grave below. Take the stairs going down. You enter an ornate tomb with a large, ominous stone sarcophagus lying to one side. At the far wall is a tall black mirror, standing between two unlit braziers. You cautiously approach the sarcophagus and carefully trace your fingers over the carvings on the lid. Here lies Gerlicus Zagor, father to Alderaan and feared necromancer. May death be slow and agonizing to those who disturb his slumber. So Zagor is in the thing. You feel a cold breath on the back of your neck and wheel around in surprise. The sight before you is horrifying. It is a translucent floating figure of what may once have been a man. Half of his face is decayed, exposing what would be flesh and bone if he were amongst the living. He is dressed in regal, flowing robes, torn from battle, blood and age. You are either brave or foolish to be here, the ghost warns. This is my tomb. I am Gerlicus Zagor. Sensing your reaction, he continues. Fear not, adventurer. I am not here to harm you. I am more concerned with my son ruining the family name. The despicable deeds he has performed shame me, and I cannot rest. He gestures to the black mirror, and a piece of ghostly flesh finally detaches and falls to the ground with a splat as he does so. I doubt you are here to meet with my son for tea, Gerlicus says dryly. If you wish to defeat him, light the braziers on either side of the mirror. Okay. Approaching the mirror, you take a torch and light one of the braziers. Gerlicus is thrilled. Yes, exactly like that. Now for the other one. You light the other brazier and drop the torch in surprise due to a horrible shrieking. The mirror ripples and distorts, and Gerlicus' booming laugh echoes around the Thane chamber. Yeah, in retrospect, it's a trap. In retrospect, I should probably have not trusted the ghostly father of the Warlock. Fool! You shall have the power you desire. Enjoy you the reunion with my son's demonic mother. You'll have plenty of time to reflect on your mistake. As the ghost has been mocking you, a horrific creature has emerged from the mirror. It has 4 faces atop its gruesome head, each of them producing a piercing wail. Its wild grey hair whips around from an ethereal wind. As it approaches, it reaches out with its arms, attempting to grab you. Fight the mirror demon. Oh. This feels like it could be a game over scenario if I don't win. Why is there 3 of them? That seems OP. Okay, skills of 10. This is going to be equal. So let's take our damage where we can get it. Ooh, unknown stamina. Oh, I can't attack. I'm going to move backwards then. Nice. Seems a bit strange to me that the stamina is shown as unknown, given that you can see on the base how much damage it's taken. Oh well. Oh, doing really badly at this. I'm going to move. Oh no, I shouldn't have moved. Oh no, okay. Oh. Okay, I'm getting abuse in the chat room. 50 credits on the mirror demon. That's harsh. I'll take your point though. I'm going to move again. I'm going to move again. Is it following me? Is that what the pattern is? Oh, I'm stunned again. Okay, I'm going to move. Right, I'm really hoping that this is... Yeah, my quick jab has recharged. Oh, I only had to kill one of them. Okay. That's a relief. I have defeated the mirror demon. Right, I definitely want to think about recovering some stamina. With a mighty blow, you finish off the mirror demon. Its shrieking suddenly stops, only to be replaced by an ear-splitting sound. You watch on as cracks dart across its body, speeding across its multiple faces and limbs. There is a twisted, anguished cry from the creature, and the demon shatters into tiny fragments which scatter across the tomb. Gerlicus is furious. No, no, it shall not end here. Although I am bound to my place of rest, you shall not survive this place. The domain of the dead will be your tomb. My son shall see to that. The ghost flies at you in furious rage, and you instinctively put up your hands to protect yourself. There is a sudden bitter chill, and then nothing. Gerlicus has vanished. Ooh, I've taken damage to my skill. You notice a key on the floor which wasn't there before. You decide to take it. Zagor key. That is 2 of the 3 keys found. Bewilderbeast thinks that the rules of that battle weren't exactly laid out fairly. No, I think that was designed to be a bit of a slightly tougher challenge, but it was nice I only had to kill one of them. I just didn't understand the movement. I think maybe they were following me, I think was the thing. Don't know. Leaving the tomb, you return to the spiral staircase. This time, you decide to continue upwards. So you can't have 2 bites of the apple. You can't explore both rooms. Okay. Well, we'll continue up the steps. The narrow staircase is cut into the rock, and there are about 20 steps leading up. At the top of the steps, a passageway leads you into a large open chamber. The chamber stinks of putrefying flesh. The smell is so bad you are tempted to turn back. 3 bodies lie in the chamber. You may either search the bodies or tiptoe quietly through the room. I think I'd best be on my way. I've spent more time in this place than I want to. I like searching stuff. What I am going to do is I'm going to drink some potions, because I dislike having a penalty to my skill, and 10 stamina is probably a good use. Oh no, there's a bench there. Again, that's where the fog of war is a little bit cheating. If I press onwards, I'm going to get 10 hit points at the stamina, at the 10 stamina at the bench. Let's press on then. Tiptoeing through the room, you climb up a narrow staircase ending at the top of the stairs in a passage. It looks as though it leads out of this area. The whole experience seems rather anticlimactic. That was far too easy. Should I turn back and explore? Well, come on, game. Do you want me to search the bodies or not? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to eat a provision. It's my last provision. And I'm going to search the bodies. As you search the body, you try to avoid looking at the terrible face, grey and decomposing. Maggots crawl from its nose and mouth. You jump back startled when its eyes suddenly flick open. Just in time, you avoid a vicious slash from its long, sharp fingernails. It quickly springs to its feet and eyes you with a sadistic leer spreading across its mouth. Well, that was predictable. The decayed creature now stands before you as a semi-decayed man. Its quick eyes dart from side to side, watching you. Ah, yeah, I remember this dude from the book. Fight the ghouls. That was predictable. Anyway, at least hopefully if I win this, I'll grind some XP from it. Right, this one's attacking, that one's attacking, so hopefully it doesn't have reach. I'm going to do a strategic move just to see what they do. Well, he's got a very long reach. I'm going to attack that space. Okay. I don't think either of them have a side-on attack. He's potentially moving. Let's try there. Oh, now I'm stuck. Let's... Oh, noes. 10v8. That's not good enough. Oh! And they're attacking again. This could go very badly. I need to win at least one of these. Oh no! Well. That is harsh. I think that is going to be... The ghoul dances with glee around your body, lays it next to the others on the ground, turns you over and sinks its teeth into your rump. Whatever you like. It is not often it gets fresh meat to feed on. Your adventure ends here. So thankfully... Oh dear, it looks like the mountain has claimed yet another victim. So thankfully I am going to resurrect at the last bench. But I am going to call that a day for tonight. Thank you very much for joining me. Yeah, tasty piece of ass. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to continue the stream tomorrow night. I can't give an exact time because it's whenever my daughter deigns to go to bed. But it will be around about the 9 o'clock mark UK time. And I'll be back here, twitch.tv/Holdmykidney. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like to continue watching the series, please click on the next episode or click on the subscribe icon. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you again soon.